You are now listening to the iWalter Show. Real talk about nothing.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird brain, it's a plane, it's iWalter. Yes, it's iWalter, strange visitor from another planet who came to Earth with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men. iWalter, who can change the course of mighty rivers, bend ears with his annoying voice, and who disguised as Walter Interrunti, mild-mannered janitor for a great metropolitan newspaper, fights a never-ending battle for truth, nonsense, and the American way. And now, another exciting episode in the adventures of iWalter.
Hey everyone, this is iWalter for the year 2016 of January 1st, if I could say that, or whatever you want to say. I am back again to do another podcast. This time, instead of with Ryan, I'm doing one with Todd Thomas.
Hey now.
Oh my. We got a couple of stories I guess we wanted to read tonight, and you can go up and down, yo, with that arrow key. So what do you want to talk about tonight?
Well, Happy New Year to everyone. Obviously, it's 2016, and we are experiencing a new year, obviously. The early hours of it here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's kind of weird, you know. It was the last day of the year, and it seemed like there was plenty of weird stories that I was kind of checking out earlier today. So this one caught my attention. It says, I hate to laugh at this kind of stuff, but it's so bizarre you have to, even though you feel badly for the victim. Manslaughter charge after daddy drunkenly falls asleep on son. Okay. Yeah, Corey Stuckey, even that name alone, there's like a joke in there somewhere. Minnesota dad has been charged with manslaughter after allegedly suffocating his 8-week-old son by drunkenly falling asleep on top of him.
Oh my.
Corey had been reportedly drinking heavily for 13 hours. Yeah, I would imagine so. And downed at least 24 beers and whiskey before the deadly incident. Yeah, I'd say he was a little inebriated. The 30-year-old had gotten up, in the middle of the night to feed his son on the couch. When he fell back, however, he fell back to sleep on top of the child and crushed the little boy to death, according to court documents. His devastated girlfriend, Amy Stoland, said she woke up to find him asleep and spotted one of the son's legs, which was white and cold. She moved one of Stuckey's arms to find the infant on the couch and immediately called 911.
So which leg got turned white, though?
He looked like the Stay Puft guy from Ghostbusters.
Oh, no.
In statements to the police, his neighbor said he was tanked, yeah, you think, during the course of the day. He told officers he woke up to his girlfriend crying, and he said the baby boy was not breathing. Very observant guy here.
I can tell it seems like
according to a criminal complaint, he claimed he had not been drinking, of course not, and explained that he was a heavy sleeper. I had to laugh out loud when I first read that. Yeah, I just killed my kid because I was a heavy sleeper. He was charged with manslaughter and child endangerment. You think? And here's the best part. The girlfriend, has since split up with him. I can't imagine why. Said he has an alcohol problem. Just another brilliant observation on her part, which led to the death of our child. Yeah, it's a shame she didn't notice his alcohol problem earlier. And then it says an autopsy showed findings consistent with asphyxia. Yeah, it's a real, sad situation, but at the same time, it's like his freaking body fell out.
Out of the casket?
Yeah, you just got to say.
The guy looks like James Hetfield.
If you're gonna fall asleep drunk, at least stay away from your kid while you're doing it.
And don't listen to King Diamond while you're doing it also.
Grandma! Yeah, and then it's funny because, I'm sure most people are aware about this whole Bill Cosby thing, and, he's had all these women accusing him of, drugging them and molesting them and, having sex with them while he's asleep. Hello, friend. But then this article's funny because they're showing pictures of this woman. Yeah, we'll get to that, too. I feel like doing that right now.
Oh, no.
Little non sequitur there. It says Andrea Constand. Might be saying her last name right. Bill Cosby accuser looks exactly like Howard Stern. I mean, you can't help but laugh. And,
oh yeah, that picture is funny.
Yeah, I mean that's at least if you're gonna drug and rape a woman, find an attractive one, not one that looks like Howard Stern.
He is pretty hot though. No.
And she's reportedly a lesbian. I guess after Bill Cosby rapes you, I'd become one too.
Yes.
But yeah, it's kind of bizarre. I know it's a visual thing, but looking at her and
she does look like Stern.
Yeah, it's quite scary. I don't think I'd want to have sex with a woman who looks like Howard Stern.
I find it offensive that she said that she looks like Howard Stern now.
Yeah,
he finds
Bill Cosby looks like Robin Quivers.
Yeah. That's why they fucked each other. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, he said the F word.
Yes, the F-bomb just dropped. Yes.
And then here's another. It's just today. It was like a beautiful day for lovely articles on Facebook.
And white
Little
trash.
girl who loves to fart is a national hero. She couldn't be prouder. It says women are often told and to be ladylike they should not fart. This little girl, however, throws caution to the wind and lets it rip. According to her aunt, the girl and her twin sister fart in stressful situations. We're not entirely sure what happened in the lead up to the blast, but the giggles following it and the stinky declaration seem to de-escalate the situation.
I know somebody who does the same thing.
I think I'm going to play the video.
Oh, yeah. I could try. Well,
I got it right here,
okay.
actually. I heard a door slam.
Those. I'm not going to say it. No.
But yeah, I mean, you can never get enough fart jokes, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
Especially when you have a shitty internet connection.
Exactly.
Make sure you press your alarm on the car 3 times.
Yes, and stand out our window like real
they look like they're
dummies.
twins. See if we can hear it.
They're fugly kids.
Yeah, I think we're...
Coffee's ready.
Unfortunately, we're having some internet technical difficulties.
The proper modulation.
I don't have the high width like you do. Maybe we should...
I can try.
Pardon the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Walter's going to try to
do the
bring it up here. You
She's
can just tell by the look on that kid's face.
She's proud of herself.
She likes to rip them.
Yeah. She's a ripper, right? She's a
The Ripper.
Grandma.
Says Stinky.
Ah, nice. See how it's going to play.
Oh, of course, there's a commercial.
There's a
first.
commercial, folks. So sorry about that.
Skip it right now.
Right about now. Okay, here we skip
Oh,
it.
Soul Brother.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
Dada. Let's fart.
We're playing it now, folks.
Waiting for the farts.
Exactly.
Okay. She's okay.
Just press fart.
Exactly.
Farting's funny.
Stinky.
Stinky.
Ew. Say excuse me.
Alrighty, that was pretty interesting. I like that.
That was the extent of that.
That was a 10
That kid
stinky.
looks pretty hot.
Yeah, I know. For a little baby, pretty hot baby.
I
yo.
meant the one with the
Oh,
muscles.
oh yeah, the young kid with the
I want to
muscles.
figure out how to use your computer.
Oh, this, the touchpad. Do you want me to close that out?
Yeah, I wanted to review our. Where do I scroll down?
Oh, hit the arrow key right here. Da 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 da.
too
Yay! It's 2016.
Trying to see what other articles I found particularly interesting.
The
today.
Jewish cat now.
I think I sent a couple out today. But
We met up with your brother,
yes,
Gavin.
and
You put too many pictures of the
I'll
clock.
have to-
I got carried away with the clock.
Oh yeah, drunk Russian man declared dead, wakes up in morgue.
That
He
dummy.
passed out while partying with pals. First responders thought he was dead. So, yeah, we're gonna review that one because there's enough jokes about Russians and drinking and enjoying their vodka. Vodka.
Das ist gut. Wait, wrong one.
That's German.
Oh, yeah.
Das Vidanya. I knew someone who was Russian.
Oh.
Remember a few words here. Boy, if only I could get the thing to... There's the pink hippo, too.
Ah, nice.
Apparently there's a pink hippo, which...
It's a hungry hippo.
A Russian man gave new meaning to the term dead drunk, getting so loaded he was actually declared dead and brought to the morgue. When he woke up middle of the night, confused and frightened about being locked in a cold room filled with dead bodies. Yeah, I can see where that might be a problem. He banged on the door till cops let him out. Then he didn't go home immediately.
Oofa. Oh. Not about him.
Yeah.
Picture on the side.
He went to his pal's place where the booze fest had happened, knocked on the door, and found his friends mourning his death. They turned into a celebration after they saw that he was still alive. It's alive! Alive!
Blinded me with science, too.
How do I get out of this?
Oh, so slide it up there and...
Slide it in?
Sorry, slide up there.
Oh, yeah, I read he was drinking vodka, which was quite shocking, because no Russians drink vodka, right?
Exactly. Oops, sorry, I just bumped my...
Oh, yeah, and here's the guy who looks like Artie Lang.
A
Maryland man was arrested after attacking his 5-year-old nephew for playing with his prized Pokemon collection.
I don't blame
when
him.
You know the guy is like really
smart.
The word is
very intelligent.
Kyle Burford, 29, flipped out and turned violent. You don't touch my Pokemon cards. The kid was toying with his card collection. He hit the boy with enough force to knock him off his feet into a wall. Well, what's wrong with that?
I know. I don't blame the man.
Don't touch his Pokemon.
That's like,
he was called at a scene. If you can see his mugshot, he looks like Artie Lang for one, and he looks like a crazed individual.
Kind of like me.
Let's see. Yeah, it says he hit the boy. Okay, I told you about that. Deputy was called at a scene. He was placed on the arrest of 2 counts of second-degree child abuse and second-degree assault. Being held on $20,000 bond, and there was no update available on the boy's condition. Well, I don't know how the trading cards are, first of all.
Yeah.
The most expensive... They were introduced in '96, and the most expensive car ever sold was for $100,000. That's pretty frightening, too.
Oh, yeah. It would be like somebody stealing my Miley Cyrus styles. I'd have to kill him.
Baby scumbag arrested for exploiting 12-year-old girl.
Why? What's wrong with that?
That one I didn't see.
Grandma!
But yeah, lay off my Pokemon cards.
Don't poke my Pokemon.
It's not working. There we go.
Oofa.
Let's see what this says. It's a boy, by the way.
Oh.
Don't let that stop you.
He's hot, too. Yeah,
a 15-year-old skateboarding star uses celebrity status to sexually exploit a 12-year-old girl.
What's wrong with that?
Promising her meet and greet with A-listers.
I'll meet her. She can meet my greet. I mean, greet my
Steven
meet.
Fernandez, nicknamed Baby Scumbag, was arrested for committing lewd and how do you say that? Lascivious acts with a child under 14. Lascivious, I think. His manager, he's a manager who's 22, and another professional were arrested on the same charge.
Old enough to pee, good enough for me, old enough to bleed, fart enough for me.
Yes, that's a really good story there, too.
Oofa.
Yeah.
She told me she was 18, really. I didn't know she was 12.
12 will get you 20.
Exactly.
What are you, Jared Fogle?
Whoops.
Let's see if there was anything else real interesting. Walter went to Pickles Pub today. Oh, yeah,
Pickles.
5 women wearing only dirty diapers found trying. 5 children, excuse me, wearing... Oh, that's the good one, too. Only dirty diapers found trying to cross Florida highway.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to make your kid wear dirty diapers, make sure they cross the highway in them.
Exactly.
But this was the true... I think this is where it all started today. I got to give a shout out to the New York Post too, because that's the greatest paper in the world, and that's where most of these articles come from. But the headline is, "I'm in love with my cousin, and I'm having his baby." I guess it's on some show too, True Life. But
hopefully they're first cousins.
Yeah, and I think we know some people like that. But
we do.
Mention any names. Yeah, so it's on MTV's True Life about inbreeding we don't want to give MTV any plugs because they don't show music videos anymore.
No, just bad TV shows.
But yeah, she's 20. She's engaged to her cousin, who in 6 months pregnant. She's also has a 2-year-old with another guy. What a shock there. Wait a minute. Okay, it jumped ahead. I apologize. He's been in jail for the past 5 months, so she must be more than 5 months pregnant. Oh yeah, it says she's 6 months. That's right. She's trying to bail him out. It's like, can it get any better? Then there's another chick who's married to her cousin. They have 2 daughters. Yeah, can't wait to see what these kids are like when they grow up.
Exactly. Well, they're real catches. They're not like me, which is a dirtbag. These are really real catches you can get there.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just some of the insane stories we saw today.
Insane in the mentame.
Insane in the membrane. Insane
In the brain. Got no brain. Insane. Yo.
If I could just get your computer to work. I wanted to see what was
That keypad's been acting up.
highlighted here.
My cheap one I have, I didn't bring it with me because it was not as powerful. It's actually better than this.
Why, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I just had it working.
Yeah, I have that same problem. I know what you mean. Whoops.
Lair of terror.
Nice.
Well, that's just some of the crazy stories we saw today.
Went to the casino tonight, too, with your
Yeah,
brother.
we're at the Mohegan Sun here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
We got an afternoon delight in the bathroom, in the men's room.
Afternoon delight.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
decent night, I guess.
Girl with breast implants.
We went to Outback, got a steak.
Steak. Got a piece of meat, yo.
Yeah, meat.
Meat.
But I know you had a guest on yesterday, Mr. Ryan.
Yes. Not Ryan Seacrest, though.
Right.
Ryan Logston.
And I know some of the things you talked about, which I've talked about with people. The new Star Wars movie, obviously. The Farts Awaken. I mean, the Force.
Same thing.
But yeah, we were, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things people were kind of focusing on. And I guess one of the bigger debates out there is the character.
Lucas hates it.
Daisy, right?
Daisy.
Like the dog.
Daisy Duke.
I just find it interesting. I could very well be 100% incorrect. You won't know for like another year and a half. Till the next movie, supposedly, you figure you'll get more answers. But, I mean, it seems to me like the whole tone of the movie is very similar to A New Hope. I mean, it's almost like they just take this girl's character and it's redone with her instead of Luke Skywalker. There's a lot of parallels and similarities.
Yeah.
But, the immediate speculation was, oh, she's Luke's daughter. I don't see that at all. I could be wrong, but to me, I think it's a situation where obviously we know that Kylo Ren is, Han Solo and Princess Leia, General, whatever she is now. It's their child, their son. It's freely, revealed in the movie, but I believe that the girl, Daisy, is actually their daughter, too. I think those two are not only are brother and sister, they're twins. Very much like their parents. Well, not their parent, their mother and their uncle, which would be Luke and Laura.
Same thing. That was good.
Wrong show. Luke and Leia were twins and separated at birth. And I think it's kind of how it paralleled, because when this girl has a flashback, when she touches the lightsaber, she sees her being torn apart from like her family on that dune planet, sand planet. So to me, I think that's what it was, a situation where they wanted to keep them safe, so they separated them. And, that's the theory that makes the most sense to me, that her reaction upon seeing Leia is like, like you would expect someone to see when they see like their long lost parent. Yeah, she could be her aunt too, I guess, in theory. But it seems to me that obviously they both her and Kylo Ren have Force, life force in them, so to speak, and if they were siblings, that would make sense. And people say, well, Han Solo wasn't Force enabled, but I don't think he had to be, because if one of your parents is, I think that's enough. And I don't see how she's connected to Obi-Wan. He's been long dead.
Yeah.
It just makes sense to me that they're probably brother and sister, twins, and that's why, when she touches that lightsaber, and she obviously displays just like natural abilities with the lightsaber and the Force, and without even being formally trained. So I'm assuming that, I don't think Luke's been basically like a hermit for however long it's supposed to be, 30 years or whatever. Probably not the whole time, but I know he was supposedly training the son, and he would turn to the dark side. But and he failed with him. But I mean, I think generally I don't see how he has a child with anyone, because I think he's kind of like a hermit, living on his own little planet there. And it makes more sense to me that she's Leia and Han's daughter, and that not only is that other guy her brother, but they're twins. That's my opinion. Time will tell, I guess, but there's a lot of speculation about the other guy who was the stormtrooper.
We'll have my theory about that.
The hell is his name?
Yeah, I forget it too.
Yeah, but
the black guy.
Yeah, some people say it could be tied into Mace Windu or Billy D. Williams' character.
I think it's Billy D. Williams.
What
Or
was
see.
his name?
I can't
Lando Calrissian.
I like that character too.
But I don't know if that's the case. But it's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm not one of these people that thinks that's like the greatest movie ever. I mean, a lot of it was kind of like just retold from the original. There's a lot of similarities between her character and Luke's. But yeah, it should be interesting going forward. I just wonder, if you look at how then Empire developed, you have Obi-Wan Kenobi, or was that still in the first movie where he got killed by Darth Vader?
Obi-Wan Kenobi got killed in the first one. He let himself die.
But I mean, I could see something like that happening where you're probably going to have a situation where Luke's going to end up fighting Kylo Ren, and maybe he'll get killed and she'll be able to off him because of that happening. Who knows?
Well, it already killed one of the main characters off in the original 3 movies.
As far as we know.
Yeah, I don't think he did die, but that's just my speculation.
I think he probably did, but I think he'll be back in flashbacks. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Should be interesting to see how that develops. I would think there'll be a time where you'll see Luke taking on Kylo Ren, and whatever happens, who knows, but it'll probably end up at the end be the girl taking out her brother or curing him somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Because she almost killed him in this movie, but obviously they weren't going to do that because
he's a villain.
They have to drag it out and make a couple more billion. So
exactly.
I think the eagle has landed upstairs.
Unfortunately. I hear the bed bumping for next.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
But, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think we've both kind of are curious to see the movie again and just try to pick up on some of the little stuff or stuff I've read about since then.
Well, my complaint with Ryan yesterday was that strap-on they put on the planet to make it a Death Star out of the planet. It looked like a strap-on penis for the laser. I wasn't too thrilled about that one.
What part was it?
Where they made the planet basically into a glorified Death Star, a planet, instead of making it from scratch. They used the whole planet to make the laser to blow up other planets and other areas.
Yeah, and someone...
It was like a dildo strap on.
Easily they just showed him...
His face all the time.
Blowing up that...
Oh, yeah.
Coruscant to the rebel, whatever, Empire, whatever you call it.
Yeah, there was some too easy. There was certain things I wasn't too thrilled with.
Easy breezy.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I found it interesting, but I would like to see it again to kind of, I guess, get an idea. What I really think of it, my total opinion, and just on, I've read stuff and seen stuff since then to kind of, open my eyes to some things in certain instances.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
A
lot of good movies coming out. Ryan said that, too.
Well, yeah, we were talking about that, too.
A lot of superhero movies.
I read some things last night. Some gentleman apparently saw Batman vs. Superman. He didn't really reveal spoilers, but he did say it was, in his opinion, like the second best comic book movie after Dark Knight, and that's really saying a lot, in my opinion. So I was a little speculative about how it would all pan out, but I actually like Watchmen, and that was Zack Snyder. Even though a lot of people didn't, and some of his movies I liked, and even Man of Steel. But I think it should be interesting because it looks like it has potential. So.
Well, there's I can't wait for Deadpool to come out too in February.
That should be interesting, and you have the next X-Men movie coming out next year. There's a lot of stuff, and someone had mentioned about
Captain America,
the Civil War movie. Yeah, that they did, that was really good too. Someone had seen that. It's probably kids.
Yeah, about time. No,
someone who. I think it was actually, I read who it was. I'm drawing a blank right now. It's another director, and they said he wouldn't have even mentioned it if he didn't like it, but he was saying how he really liked it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that one as well.
Well, there's that, and then there's also the Killing Joke, and then the Suicide Squad. Bunch of movies, yo.
A lot of Batman, tie-ins as well.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of those, so.
I can't wait to see Ben Affleck's.
Might be a Batman overdose.
Yeah, I don't know, but. Oh, you disagreed with something you heard on Ryan when I interviewed him, I guess, too. It's a different story, though. About Robert De Niro.
Oh. To a certain extent. I mean, I heard him say he didn't like Heat, which, hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I actually thought that was a really good movie. And I forget what, he said he hasn't made a good movie after certain movies, but he did some I liked a lot. There was one that probably didn't make a lot of money called The Score, and I think that would have been one of Marlon Brando's last films.
Oh. Taxi Driver.
The guy who played Edward Norton, not Edward Norton. Yeah, I always get him confused with. I think it is him. Yeah, the guy who played the Hulk. He was in that movie, The Score. I thought that was really good, actually. But a lot of people don't like De Niro doing comedies, instead doing dramatic roles. But I do agree with. I heard Ryan say that, and Taxi Driver obviously is one of the
best movies.
Yeah, phenomenal. Obviously, very influential in a lot of ways, and it was, it's one of those movies. I know if you ever take a film class, you pretty much are. That's part of the syllabus. Just seeing that, I know that for a fact, and rightfully so. It's
Reservoir Dogs.
Pretty twisted. That's probably my favorite Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Personally, and Pulp Fiction, but that movie was crazy and wild, but I found it to be.
I don't like his newer films of Tarantino's, but that's.
Some are better than others, but He's talking about doing more Kill Bills. That could be potentially interesting too.
Yeah, I guess still had to watch the first two.
I didn't for a long time, but I did and actually liked them.
Yeah, I heard they were like different, both of them between the two.
Because he's made some that weren't as good as those, but yeah, and I guess his new movie's out now too. Hateful Eight or whatever. So,
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out, and stuff going on as far as Hollywood is concerned.
Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna be an interesting year for 2016. See what kind of
Regal Plymouth Meeting 10.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'd pick that place to go see Star Wars.
No, I probably would not.
Somebody might want to see that.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's a Canadian or not.
It kind of looks that way.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a non sequitur. She seems like a whack job, too.
Yeah.
It's funny. This is totally someone else from that part of your life popped up on my page one day. I said I should friend them.
Oh, really?
The one who, lives in Pottstown or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh.
It was weird, too.
The one with implants.
Keep walking.
I know.
Yeah, steel workers. Someone's got heavy feet.
I can tell. I feel like I'm down the shore again with these people. I'm in this apartment room and it's really loud. Hotel room. Motel 6.
Hotel, motel.
Hotel. Hell motel.
So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what else? What other things can we discuss today, I guess?
Well, it is the beginning of a new year.
Yes, certainly is. 2016, all that good stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of a...
Weather's been
nice.
Very cooperative, yeah.
A little cooler tonight, but...
Yeah, but hey, I'm not complaining. We're not getting...
Oh, I'm not complaining.
Any of the white stuff or anything yet, so...
What are you talking about cocaine for?
Oh, not that kind of white stuff.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
But, yeah. That's been kind of cool. Hasn't been super cold yet, so.
No, I think we're gonna have a mild winter for a couple weeks at least still, and I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I mean it's already January's just starting, but in theory, there's only a couple more months left, before it gets warm again. So.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
that part's nice.
Nice. Well, do you have any more you think we could talk about, or?
Offhand, I don't really think so. I mean, there's a lot of, I guess the big story these days is everyone's talking about Star Wars, and
oh yeah, absolutely.
I would like to check it out again myself.
We were going to try to maybe do that tomorrow if we can. Depends how things go, and go see it.
Try to see some of the things I might have missed, or just kind of get another opinion on some of that stuff.
Yeah, I was a little bit, I don't know. I need to see it again I don't know. I wasn't too thrilled with it. You actually said that Lucas was kind of disappointed, even though he sold it for $5 billion.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Apparently he came out and had some comments to make about he's not happy with the direction it went. And I mean, I can kind of understand in some ways that's his baby, so to speak. But
it's a big
baby.
At
the same time, if you take $5 billion, yeah, and you sell away your rights to everything, I think you
have no say.
Yeah, you kind of like,
Indian giver. Oops.
You're you can say whatever you want, but it's like at the end of the day, you made that decision. Obviously, the money was more important to you than the maintaining ownership of the actual,
storyline.
Yeah, trying to think of
Well, Kevin.
intellectual property. That's
Oh, yeah.
what I'm looking to say.
Well, Kevin Smith complained about that years ago. How Disney is. That's just the way they are, and you got to know that's what you're selling to.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, you agreed to turn over
A new leaf.
the reins to other people, and obviously they were going to do it, the way they wanted to with their own script and whatnot. And that's, end of the day, that's his call, and he's got to live with it because the die is cast. It's already been done. They're going to move forward. They're doing a bunch of movies. Not just sequels to this one, but they're going to branch out as well with other things. So,
Oh, of course.
at the end of the day, like I said, he's laughing all the way to the bank. Really, is the best way to talk about it, because, like, at this point,
You should really.
he's made his money. He couldn't spend all that money if he wanted to. So,
Oh, absolutely.
absolutely. So,
What you talking about?
Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand where he's coming from. At the same time, it's like, well, you made your bed, now lie in it.
Exactly.
In layman's terms.
Yeah, he's just. I mean, I hate to say it, he is kind of a crybaby over the whole thing.
Yeah.
He has nothing to say. Nothing to say here.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, Lucas, I kind of felt he made a mistake on selling it, but that was me too. But
Yeah, but it's like I said, there's no turning back now. He already did it, so
yeah, it's too late. You sold it.
he can say whatever he wants, but hey, it ain't gonna change now. So
That dummy.
that's about it.
Hey, that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Alrighty, we did a little bit of a podcast. It is January 1st. Try to make something out of the first day of the new year. We'll see what's going on. I had Brian last night. I had Todd Thomas tonight.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah.
Appreciate the opportunity. Look forward to doing it again soon, hopefully. Thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you all for listening.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, folks, for listening. Happy New Year's. It is 2016 now, so that's kind of cool. So this is iWalter and Todd Thomas. I am signing off with my guest host tonight.
Peace.
Peace.
Out.
Out.
Homies.
Homies. Bye. See ya.